Hey guys, welcome back to motion tracking tutorial part 2. This time I will show you how to export it to After Effects better. We already have the file here, we just need to put it in After Effects and how to make some cool text in After Effects. Maybe we're going to do a little snow, depends on how long it takes. And next time I will show you the same thing for Cinema 4D, about some cool text, material stuff, lighting stuff, and also how to export it as a video or pictures. So what we're going to do is we have our scene here, like the same thing we did last time. If you haven't watched last time's tutorial part number 1, go watch it now, I will link it in the description. Alright, so we have this MA file which we made last time, so all we want to do is drag it in here and it will be composition, and also it will make the solids. Those are just our null object, we will need them, so just click on the drone composition and select all of those files, hit Ctrl X, go back to cinematics and hit Ctrl V, and we have them in here. Because the composition size is the same as our export size from Boujou, it works perfectly. See, the length is exactly the same, so it's tracked pretty well. At the beginning it kind of messed up, I'm not sure why that is, but yeah, I guess it's because there are a few particles flying around. It's kind of weird. Alright, now if you started to render out like over here and over here, like if you only rendered that part out and exported it to Boujou and motion tracked it, you don't want to start your camera over here, you want to go to the frame from here. You should just let the render area be there and then just drag it over here, and it will be all fine if you do that right. But I started at the beginning, so that's fine for me. Right, so yeah, I'm going to add some text now, which is pretty cool. Let me just put that back in here, right? So the easiest way to put text in here, I'm probably starting my cinematic over here. One thing I recommend you is just always start a moving cinematic. It looks so bad if you just have a still image and then it starts moving. Looks really bad. So I'm gonna put it over here. We're directly in front of our ball, so I'm going to put some text here. Where are we going to type? I'm not sure. Tutorial. Yeah, I'm really creative, I know, right? Well, that's just good for now. I don't want to change anything else, so drag it down here so we have all our things we see down here. And what we can do is, what we should do is make it 3D, you know, click on that little cube here and it will be 3D. If you don't have this thing here, just go and toggle switches again and it will be here. Now go to the, we selected some of those little points in Boujou. Those are null objects now. Those just help us to position our text, right? So we want to select one that is near to where we want our text, so like this one, and hit P on the keyboard so we have its position. Now hit Ctrl C and go on our text and hit Ctrl V, so we have the same position on our text. Now make sure the problem we have right here is that our text is kind of like the middle of our text seems to be here, which we don't want, so we hit A on our keyboard to change the anchor point and put it about in the middle of our text, right, like that. Now we can rotate it, we just have to mess around with that, right? We can also scale it down. Now if you don't scale it up in Boujou, at the end I showed you how I put the scale to about 400. If you don't do that, you you have to make your text about 0.07 to actually see the text, otherwise it's super big. And that way we can, if we scale it up to 400, our scene, we can just kind of work like this. There are also ways to do that afterwards, but I don't want to show them yet. Now one thing we want to make sure is just to keep the Z-axis, because we want it on that wall, and our dot is just on that wall. As you can see, it's on the exact same place as our text should be. Now if we go up here, we can kind of see that I have to rotate our text a bit, like this, and rotate the Z like this, and also change the position, but this. Now this text looks really unreal. It looks kind of bad actually. Now one thing I prefer you to do, if you do it on walls, you can go to the modes and put it to, as example, multiply, and don't take a white, take another color. A tons of colors you can take. I want to take like something like that, a bit darker, and you can go to layer and layer style and put an inner shadow on it, and that sometimes looks really good, like it's really actually on it, but in this case it looks pretty bad, like we can't really see it. So we're gonna change the back normal, or maybe we're gonna put it to add, like that. Would look okay, decent, I guess. Now we can already see it's completed motion track. I'm just messing around with the text and how it looks like. So as we're going pretty fast here, it's moving a little bit, I think it's coming up. It doesn't really matter, because in the cinematic I will start it about here, right? And yay, that's not really good what it does here. Oh, it's nothing I like. Wait, let me put the like that. Get over here. Put the position down, right? We can just go here and make it like that. I'm not sure if that works. I hope it does. No, it doesn't. It's kind of weird. Maybe because it's a bit of offset from the black thing, not sure. So, but because of the movement it does right here, I obviously scale it up when it comes here, just scale it up so nobody will recognize that. I often have things like that in my edits, but you guys never recognize, so it's fine. So yeah, if we're done with that, we can also make some snow, which I'm going to do now. I'll make a solid thing, a solid layer. You can go here on layer new and put in a solid. I have some special keys on my keyboard. Yeah. I'm going particles, particle word. Oh no, not a particle word actually. Particular, track code particular, that's a good thing for snow. So now if we go out of our active camera to the top as example, we can see our red things. That's all our null objects, if we example select one. And if we go back to our active camera, you can see this thing up here somewhere. So anyway, our red things, we can already see it here, they are all in one line. So we want to get back to the top and see it's all in one line. We can move the snow around, because that's something a lot of people asked for, and I was like, I might do a tutorial about it. Put the velocity on to 0 and put it to from point to box. Now I have this little box thingy. and now we can change the sizes a bit. Now we have to put it up here. Also get it a bit up here. Right, now we want to rotate it so you can just work with those numbers here with the rotation, position and everything. The z-axis and the x-axis are important here because the y-axis is up and down and we don't really see that from this position. Scale up a bit more. I think that's fine, so we want to make sure we go to the left or right, I don't care really. We can see our camera is up here, our text is up here, and our snow is down here, so we want to change the z-axis and just put it up. And also make it big, not our z-axis, our y-axis. Also make it bigger in the y-axis, so we have a bit more snow, right? And then just put it right here, something like that. I think it looks good. This is motion track. It's kind of big. I can go to particle and put the size down to 2. Yeah, looks a lot better actually. Now we can see it's motion tracked and everything. Now we don't have snow over here, so we want to extend that a little bit. And also the snow goes through here because we put it on the level of this grass down here, so we're going to change that. Go to the left. Now our camera is over there, that's fine. I didn't undo. Make it like that. Make it like that. Yeah, my English is so perfect, I know, right? By the way, I'm doing this tutorial for you guys, not for money or anything. You guys requested this, so I thought, yeah, why not do it? Because there are literally not many tutorials about motion tracking on the internet that are really useful. So I was like, I might help you out with that. So if you're trying to start to bitch about me, I honestly don't give a shit. So we want to copy it and paste it, right? And then move it over. About there. It kind of fades into each other. And make sure when we go to the left view, we put it up about this level, so the snow doesn't go through everything. That should work pretty well, I guess. Now we have snow over here. Snow is all good. Now we can go up here, and the snow up here seems to be good too. The snow isn't falling first of all, so we have to put on gravity. Can go on physics and put the gravity on. That's something I recommend. Also, there is wind somewhere. Where the fuck is this word transformation? Alright, it's here in air. You can put in some wind, like on the z-axis, put in some wind so it kind of blows around. And what I prefer is putting up the particles to about a nice snow level. Put the lifetime to 2.5 seconds, because that's more than long enough. And put the velocity to about 20. Just use some random numbers. I don't really give a shit. The size randomization, put it about 50%. So we have some bigger ones and some smaller ones. And now if we render that out, right, the beginning is shit, I know, right? So you can see the snow is fine and everything, but it's not falling. That's because we don't have gravity, I guess. So put the gravity up to 2. And is it falling now? It isn't. Well, that's weird. Turn up again. I'm not sure. I think it's because of the velocity. Gravity. What if I put it up like that? Still not falling. That's weird. Air resistance, wind. Don't change anything. Put the velocity up. Some of the snow is actually falling. Put it to 20. Put up the randomness. Oh, I have to change something in here. I'm not sure what. Direction. What is that? Oh my god, I should try around with those settings. Give me a second, right? Alright guys, I found out what a mistake was. I was changing the top layer, which is the snow up here, and I was looking at the snow down here. So now both snow is falling completely fine. And I want to change the snow size a bit up here, just change some numbers. Doesn't really matter. But this, it's good enough for a tutorial, I'd say. So you know what you need to change and what you can't change. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. Also for masking on 3D things like the text I have down there, I don't recommend masking them. I would prefer put the text in a pre-composition and then make the pre-composition 3D and put the pre-composition on the exact place and then try to mask it. Oh, it's really weird to do masking. So we got pretty cool snowfall down here, and our motion tracking text looks bad actually. And I don't know what to change. Anyway, I think that's a good tutorial. Next time I'm going to get into Cinema 4D and show you a few things in there and make some text appear. So yeah, see you soon. Bye.